So most people think that, real estate wealth is created when a property is sold. You hear someone said he bought a property for 10 million, for instance, and then he sells years later for 50 million or 30 million. And then everybody goes, wow, they just focus on the sale, but the truth about the matter is that the wealth wasn't actually created on the day of the sale or when the property was sold. The wealth was created years before that sale.
Yes.
The sale just simply revealed the value that had already been built over the years. And today, Roy and I are going to be discussing 5 major ways people build wealth through real estate, right? And want to show you how intelligent buyers like you position themselves to benefit from real estate.
Exactly, absolutely. The question at the core of this conversation is, where does real estate wealth actually come from?
Absolutely.
So that's the conversation, and we'll be sharing with you 5 ways, basically. And we'll be starting, as they say in maths, from known to unknown, right?
Yes, sir.
From the one that everybody knows. The number one way is appreciation, which is the one that everybody knows. But before we go into talking about what really is appreciation, you say it a lot when you want to buy, with this land appreciate, with this house to appreciate. And in simple terms, appreciation simply is an increase in value over time.
Yes.
So a perfect example was the short story he told: bought 10 million, bought 30 million, sold 30 million later. That's basically an increase in value. This is the easiest form of real estate wealth to understand, because almost everyone has heard stories of that. I bought in Lagos 5 years ago. I bought in Abuja 10 years ago. It went from 250 naira to 250 billion, things like that. That is basically the idea of appreciation. But the truth is, like he said, it doesn't happen by magic. It's not the magic one. They just swipe. There are particular things that cause appreciation or causes value to increase over a property. When roads are built, when businesses move into an area, when more people want to live in an area, that's demand. Demand increases, and as this demand increases, so does the price. The price increases, and of course, that's the value, right? However, one of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting till an area is already developed before they invest. We keep resounding this. If you're among those who really want to benefit from real estate, it's usually best that you enter before the growth becomes loud, before everybody, before it's in the news, before your daughter reminds you, Daddy, have you seen this? Actually, if your daughter is not reminding you of a property, you're late. It means it's very popular. She must have heard it in school.
Exactly.
So when people look at prime locations today and they wish they had bought it years ago, really, that's looking at the power of appreciation, because appreciation is only really valued when looked at in retrospect.
Exactly.
So basic thing, appreciation, you should just know, rewards patience, and of course rewards those who come in early.
On time. Beautiful. So the number 2 way wealth is built through real estate is development. So development is the second source of real estate wealth, right? And many people actually think that, wealth comes from owning the land. No, not necessarily just owning the land. In reality, wealth also comes from improving the land. And this is what we know as first appreciation. So you come into a location that doesn't look like anything, then you clear it, you start doing roads, you do the perimeter fencing, the drainage system, you put some security infrastructure in the place, you drop power to the place, water, put recreation facility too in the place. You start noticing a few things. The first is, other people too who now owns within that area will also want to start coming to do their own stuff there, right? Everybody wants one person to first go, and then they now come afterwards. That's one. Then every improvement actually increases usefulness. So for every improvement that you've put on the property, it has improved usefulness of the place. And whenever usefulness increases, value increases as well. And we all know that this also brings wealth. So this is why you see a plot of land inside a well-planned estate is usually worth way more than a similar plot sitting in an underdeveloped location nearby, right? This is here, this one is developed, different perimeter, it's planned. This other one right here is like maybe less than half of the price. And so that development creates value, and value creates wealth. It's as clear as day. It's not necessarily when you buy the land that you actually create wealth. It's actually also when you develop the land.
The power of development.
Power of development.
We've talked about appreciation, development, and now number 3, rental income.
Absolutely.
I love this one personally. Personally, I love this one. This is where real estate becomes particularly powerful. When you hear someone says, "Oh, I have 3 units here that give rental income," you should say, often this is where a whole lot of money is made from in real estate. Some investments only make money when you sell. Most people think, okay, just buy when I sell is when I make money. But for those who are thinking rental income, this is when you can make money even without selling.
Yes.
For instance, a well-positioned property can generate income month after month, year after year, depending on what you use it for. Month after month can be short-let, then year after year, long-term rent, that's renting for families and all. That means the property is doing 2 jobs at the same time. The value may be increasing through appreciation. Now, if you're thinking to sell later, it is making that one for appreciation. If you want it to be making money monthly, that's for cash flow.
Exactly.
It's also doing that. So it's doing 2 jobs at the same time. You're not just waiting for years, for 10 years, and I will sell and make money. No, even growing towards that 10 years. Let's say genuinely you wanted to sell after 10 years, but the journey to that 10 years, it's making you money monthly, yearly. And that's why I love, particularly myself, I love this one. That's the power of cash flow, actually. That's one thing that it's something you should actually look to have as well if you're looking at one of the ways you can make money from real estate. We've mentioned appreciation, development, and now rental income.
Absolutely, yes. Speaking of rental income, just to buttress on it a little, a lot of people have not really gotten the grasp or the hang of it. And like you said, you actually make money in 2 ways when you're trying to do the rental income, because the property, as it were, is appreciating while you're still getting paid daily, weekly, monthly, or that's a powerful way. The 4th way you make, the fourth source of wealth in real estate is strategic buying. 2 people can buy the same land, but may not benefit equally from it, right? So not every property delivers the same return, and not every buyer enter at the same stage. And that is where timing matters.
Exactly.
Timing, as a matter of fact, is a source of wealth in real estate. So imagine 2 people buy into an estate, they buy into a property, one buys a pre-launch. Before clearing, before fencing. I have a very typical example. I think that tweet is on my phone. I'm just going to read it out briefly. Someone said, in late 2024, I bought 5,000 square meters of land at Hutu Exclusive for 180 million. That is at 36 million per 1,000 hectares. Just last night. And this was tweeted on the 1st of June, rather, 1st of June this year. So he said, just last night, I got a call from my trustee, and it's now going for 108 million per 1,000 square meter. He bought at 36 million per 1,000 square meter. It's currently now going for 108.5 million for the same 1,000 square meter. So that puts the current value at 552 million, as against 180 million he bought at 2024 ending. So this is a rough 200% return in 1.4 years. That's 1 year and 4 months.
Wow.
Right? And this is just, And you remember the properties set for another 25%.
Exactly.
You know, so and this is without doing anything, right? So he came in when nobody actually believed in the project. You know, so timing is also a way to build wealth through real estate, because the person that came in the pre-launch has captured more of the growth journey of the property, unlike the person that comes in later. And don't get me wrong, you both are going to make money.
Definitely.
Right? You both are going to get the benefit. However, one person will definitely get more money. And so that's why strategic buying is such a powerful wealth building tool.
Wow. That tweet is just, the numbers are playing in my head.
Yes.
We've touched 4 points now, but before we hit the last point you're going to talk about today, of these ones we've mentioned so far, which do you prefer to use the most? You can comment in the comment section, you can engage. And if you've gained value thus far, you can do well to share this value you're getting as well with someone. The fourth point we touched was strategic buying. And now number 5 is leverage. Leverage is another one I like. Well, there are different phases to leverage, but there's a particular one we are touching on right now. Now, this concept is actually misunderstood by many people who want to invest. Some people, most people, I used to be part of those people that think that real estate, you have to have all the money ready. And we call it the lump sum.
Yeah.
Or there's a friend of mine that says, it calls it ego money that just lands. Money that just lands, block money, right? Yeah. But that's not always the case. This is where leverage comes into play. Leverage allows you as an investor to secure opportunities today while paying over time.
Exactly.
So you don't have to have the money bin. You understand? This is where something called payment plans become very useful. They become very powerful. So instead of waiting for 5 years, let's say you end a contract that will last 3 years, you tell yourself at the end of the 3rd year, you get the lump sum and then pay. No, you don't have to wait for years to accumulate the full amount. You can position yourself today to start using payment plans. So while you're completing the payments, something is also happening. Remember, it's also appreciating. So let's say the price is, let me use that same 180 million. The money just entered my head. Let's just say it's 180 million you want to get it at, right?
Yes.
That's the value at that time. The payment plan says you can start with 10%, for instance. That's 18 million. You pay 18 million and spread across 6 months. You know what's happening across that 6 months is also appreciating.
Yes.
At the end of 6 months, you're paying 180 million, but the value at the end of payment may be 280 million, for instance. So you're also making money whilst paying. Think about that for a moment. That's smart writing. Don't clap for me. The knowledge has been there, right? I'm just bringing it to you. The knowledge has been there.
Yeah.
So that's one thing you can do. The market is increasing the value of the asset while you're still paying.
Yes.
When you haven't completed. So it's something you can actually do. Leverage allows ordinary people, someone who doesn't have all the money there, to participate in what I would call extraordinary opportunities earlier than they otherwise could have.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think one of the biggest hacks to owning property or building wealth through real estate is payment plan.
Yes.
It's a big hack. And you know, there's something about the mind, you know, it's called Parkinson's law. I'm not going to go into that, but it says that if you fix your mind to achieve something in 2 years, you achieve it in 2 years. If you fix your mind to achieve that same thing in 2 months, you achieve it in 2 months, right? And so it plays the power of initial deposits also has something to play there, because sometimes when you've locked in, right, on a certain amount. Okay, I want to buy this. I have this amount. I want to pay in 4 months, in 3 months. Somewhere at the back of your mind, 4 months and 3 months is now there.
Yes.
And you know that you need to pay between 50 million to 60 million within this time. Roy, that money will come.
It will come. It will come. It will come.
You know? Yeah, and that leads us to, you know, the final part of this. If you have, you know, listened or watched so far, you've paid attention to this point, you will notice one thing. There's something interesting you will notice. So every source of real estate wealth we've discussed so far boils down to one thing. And that one thing is positioning early.
Positioning early.
That's it. Positioning early. So appreciation rewards you when you come in before it grows, right? Development rewards you when you come in before the project is complete, right? Strategic buying rewards you when you come in before the crowd, right? Leverage rewards you when you enter before prices move. Exactly. Like you lock down on a certain price before it moves. So you just see one thing reoccurring amongst all of these, and that is positioning early. So timing is very important.
That's the truth. We all know nothing waits for nothing. Even your age is not with nothing waits. So why would land now wait? So that development always progresses. And as this development gets better, so does demand. And you know what demand does in return? It increases the price of the thing, right? More people recognize the opportunity, the value of the project changes. And when the value changes or increases, prices get reviewed. And I need to add this, prices get reviewed upwards. Someone asked me something. So I thought this person was very serious. I thought he was trying to catch cruise with me. So I posted on my status, okay, you that has been thinking of buying, prices are about to be reviewed though. Then he said downward review, upward review. I asked him really, he said he's being serious.
It's serious.
It's always an upward review.
At least in Nigeria.
It's always an upward
in Nigeria.
Okay, it's not in Nigeria. Maybe is that why?
Yeah. Because there are some countries where if they have a depression or they have a what they call those things, recession, prices come down. Real estate prices come down. But in Nigeria, whether the depression, whether the thing is deep.
That makes sense now.
Yes. Some countries like that.
Hello, bro. This is Abuja. It's an upward review. So for smart buyers who have been considering securing a position, it's an opportunity for you to always position yourself before the next stage of value creation is reflected in the market. So that's why we're having this conversation too as well.
Absolutely. So in conclusion, the best time to benefit from appreciation or from the real estate market is before appreciation actually happens. And here's an opportunity for you as well, right here in the city of Abuja. We have two of our estates that are set for a price increase, one on the 7th of June, going up 25%, the other one on the 16th of June as well. That one is going up with some significant amount, and of course you'd want to lock in before it appreciates, right? Timing, lock in now, even if it's using leverage, you use a payment plan and then lock in the current prices. The beautiful thing is that one of them is just a 750,000 naira. And then a deposit, and then you spread payments for up to 24 months. I mean, that's a lot. Just imagine the next 24 months. That particular land will be maybe like, 100 times X.
Exactly.
Like 10X or 100%, the value right now. And you're still paying at, the price, the value. So this is very important. And I would like you to send us a message today. If you're looking to invest within the city of Abuja, FCDA, real estate here in Abuja, you want to call or WhatsApp the numbers today. We hope you got value from this. If you did, kindly like this video, share, subscribe to this channel so you can see more of this type of videos. Till we come your way next time, enjoy a fantastic day.
Bye for now.